Welcome back to another episode of the Versatility Podcast. I am back. It's been 2 weeks since my last episode, and yeah, I lost my voice a couple weeks ago after I was sick. So that was amazing. I have a couple reaction videos that I have recorded, but I've just had them in the saved in my gallery, just haven't been uploaded yet. That I will be uploading soon, and of course, obviously, now I'm back with the podcast. Anywho, yes, I haven't talked about football in a couple weeks, but we're back. I'm back. I'm back, and I want to make episodes this week. I'm really feeling it. So I'm gonna be doing an episode pretty much every 2 days to end the month of November, and then of course December. We know what we're getting into in December. The end of the year lists for music, for sports, for everything. Of course, the award show. Of course, the Versatility Podcast. The third annual show is going to be December 30th or maybe December 31st. I did it last year, New Year's Eve, right a couple hours right before it turned into midnight. So I might do it December 31st. Maybe I'll do it December 30th. It will be either or. Either way, we're still in November. It's November 20th. It's still Monday night. All week, I'm off from work and school because it's Thanksgiving break. Hope y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving on Thursday. So yeah, Monday. It's the first day of this vacation week. Until I gotta go back to reality next Monday, or kinda, because next Monday I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I guess we could start off with that because I was gonna mention it on the podcast either way. So before we get to baseball, or not, well, not really baseball. Baseball season is done pretty much, but the NFL, college football, NBA. I'm gonna look at the standings and this and that. Grammy nominations to look at. Also the playoffs for the MLS tournament. Of course, I got to talk about that, and also some album reviews that I'll be doing today and that I'll also be doing throughout the week, because that's kind of why I want to do multiple episodes this week specifically, so I can kind of recap a lot of these albums, because my goodness, there's a bunch of albums I still haven't reacted to, and there's albums that I still have to review, and I've just put them on for like months, like that. I still haven't talked about the Madison Beer album, and I've heard it like seven fucking times, and I still haven't reviewed it, and it came out almost 3 months ago. So at this point, it's like wasted news, right? So, but anyways, I'll get there. I'll get there. I promise. I promise I'll get there. I'll get there, right? But yeah, next Monday night, I'm gonna be seeing Travis Scott, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me change the channel, because I'm also watching the Chiefs Eagles game. Since it's Monday night, it's halftime right now, so it's the Eagles Chiefs game at the moment. Let me see if I can see the score there. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be seeing Travis Scott next Monday night. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm super excited to talk about it on Tuesday when I record that next episode, because I will record on Tuesday, right? Because it'll be the 28th. So the 28th will be that Tuesday. I'll record it the following day, because again, 20, 22, 24. So 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So I'll be having 6 episodes to end the month off. And then, we'll keep going back and forth, right? In December, we'll see how it goes, right? But anyways, let's get straight to it. That was a long ass intro. We're already 3 minutes and a half in, but let's recap as much as we can. Let's start off first with MLS. With the MLS playoffs at the moment, just recapping real quick what's been going on. There's already the semifinal list going on, and there's just a lot of things to talk about. So again, here we're already here in the conference semifinals. We got 8 teams remaining. Let's see, how did we get there? I mean, we had games here, of course, starting in the month of November. So Columbus, this was, like, I believe, game 2. They won this one 2-0. Cincinnati won the series against the Red Bulls. Dallas, actually, no, there's a bracket. Let me show y'all. There's a bracket on the website. So let me just show y'all on the MLS website the bracket, so it's a little bit easier for y'all to see what happened. Here it is. Yes. So as you can see, Sporting Kansas City, they upset. They take down the number 1 seed St. Louis 4-1 in game 1, and then 2-1 in game 2. So I mean, big win for them. And then Houston takes it in the final 3 games in penalties. They lose in game 2, but then they win in penalties in game 3, 4-3. LAFC, they sweep both games 5-2 and then 1-0. Seattle wins the series in 3 games. See, win game 1, lose game 2, 3-1, and then they beat Dallas in game 3, 1-0. So again, in the semifinals in the Western Conference is going to be Houston Dynamo versus Sporting Kansas City, and then it will be Seattle Sounders versus the LAFC squad. And then we got, of course, Cincinnati taking down the New York Red Bulls 3-0, and then 8-7 in game 2 in penalties. Then we had Philly taking down New England 3-1 in game 1, and then 1-0 in game 2 to win that series. Columbus, I had Atlanta winning this one, but they unfortunately let me down. They won game 2 in Columbus. Then the Atlanta won 4-2 to make things interesting, and then Columbus won 4-2 in game 3 to win the series. Orlando, they got 2 goals in 1 game each, and Nashville couldn't do nothing in either games. Couldn't score a single goal in 180 plus minutes throughout the tournament. So that sucks for Nashville. They couldn't even score a single goal in the entire tournament. That sucks. They're the only team, right? They scored New England. Yeah, every team has scored at least 1 goal except Nashville. Sucks to be them. But the semifinals will be Cincinnati versus Philly, and then Orlando versus Columbus. So out of these series, I mean, I'm going to probably go with Houston winning this series. I'm going to have LAFC taking the win against Seattle, and then I'm going to definitely go in for Philly taking down Cincinnati, and then give me Orlando. Give me Orlando defeating Columbus. You know what? Why not? Give me Orlando defeating Columbus. All right. Now, let's go to college football. Of course, a lot has gone on these past couple weeks in college ball. I haven't recapped like the last couple weeks, so it's week what? Recapping week 11 and week 12. We're just going to be simming through these games. I'm not going to be like talking much about it because we're like 3 weeks behind in college football, and there's not much to say. So again, Ohio, they win this big game against Michigan State. Georgia, Florida, just look at it for yourself. I'm also put the top 25 games because all the other games really didn't matter much. So 10-0, Oregon gets a dub. Texas, Alabama, Stanford gets blown out by Oregon State. Mizzou gets the win. UCF, LSU gets the job done. Colorado still stuck. It's just have slumped later on. North Carolina defeats Duke. All right, this was week 11. Now week 12 was 2 weeks ago. Georgia gets the job done against Tennessee. Ohio State defeats. Oh wait, no, this was this week. Hold on, let's talk about this week. Hold on. We'll go more in depth about this week. So this is the last week. Last Saturday, 2 days ago. So these were the games on Tuesday. Yes, we don't really care. Wednesday, Thursday, then Pittsburgh beat Boston College. Colorado got blown out on Friday night against Washington State. Yikes. Georgia, 11-0, takes care of business against Tennessee, 38-10. Wow. Ohio State defeats Minnesota, 37-3. Michigan gets the win against Maryland. Michigan, they are out with their head coach Jim Harbaugh, who has been suspended because the Michigan Wolverines are accused of cheating by sign stealing. The Michigan Astros is what they're doing. Well, I mean, they had this guy go into sidelines of opposing teams and just record illegal like footage from film, and then trace back to the film room at Michigan, and then they would have used that to go. Yeah, so Michigan is in that fucking bum ass situation. So a lot of people are against them, rooting against them, right? I'm kind of mutual on it right now. I mean, no one is fucking stopping this Michigan team. The only possible team I see them, is next week. Honestly, I'm gonna see what's really the truth between Michigan, because Michigan have an amazing defense. Their offense is really is like okay. Like their offense is not amazing. The run game, that Blake Corum dude is crazy. He fucking runs the ball like a madman. 28 fucking carries. I mean, JJ McCarthy, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of dog shit. I don't really, he's like, it's kind of weird that Michigan is a top 3 team in all of college football, and their quarterback is just not even that good, bro. He is just not that good. I am not a JJ McCarthy fan. He barely even throws any. He barely even gets any pass attempts. Like, bro, this motherfucking could go play all the way in the third quarter with like 10 passing attempts. He's like, 7 for 10 for like 79 yards, and then he doesn't play in the fourth quarter because they're already blowing the shit out of the opposing team. You know what I mean? That's an average stat that JJ McCarthy is pulling up against Ohio State next week. That's not going to happen. So that Ohio State game this Saturday coming up is going to be hefty. It's going to be a big one. So we'll see Michigan if they're showing their true colors. Are they going to fall against Ohio State? I mean, I think they've beaten Ohio State the last 2 years, but you never know, man. Ohio State has dominated Michigan so long, for decades. Michigan was their fucking son, man. Ohio State was Michigan's fucking father until these last 2 years. So I don't know. Maybe they even get something. Also, congratulations to Michigan. They also won their 1,000th win in the program. So that's a big win for them. Florida State annihilates North Alabama. They were scary in the first quarter, scoring 13 points, but then don't worry about it. They got dick devoured and booty clapped the later 3 quarters. Unfortunately, though, their quarterback, Jordan Travis, he has suffered a gruesome leg injury in that first quarter of the game. He's done. He's done for the season. So Florida State gets the win. They're a top 4 team in the country, and they might not even make the playoffs. They could win. They're playing in the ACC championship game, which I'll also preview in a second. But yeah, without their quarterback, what else are they gonna do now, man? I mean, you never know. There could Washington, Oregon, Texas, these teams coming up here, they could sneak in and make it to the top 4, and then they might make the playoffs. Florida State, I don't know if they'll stay down. Well, actually, one thing will help is that Ohio State versus Michigan game. I mean, the thing is, even though whoever loses that game, they're still probably gonna be in the college. Like, if Michigan loses, are they still gonna be in the playoffs? Or are they just automatically out? Like, I don't think if Michigan loses that game, they're going to be automatically out for the playoff contention, unless like Oregon, or not Oregon, because they do have one loss. Unless Washington wins out. I know Washington, they also defeated Oregon State. They haven't looked amazing. They've kind of been getting wins. Michael Penix has looked amazing this year, but he's also shown flashes of like inconsistency at times. He hasn't looked inhumane. He's looked like a beast, and he's also looked like a human being on the field. Like, he's made a lot of mistakes in this one. He kind of let the run game kind of do most of its job. Adons, the wide receiver for Washington, two touchdowns, 106 yards. He had a good game. Yeah, I mean, Michael Penix is still, they're a good candidate for Heisman this year. And honestly, he's still probably like in my top 2 right now. But Washington's got to be squeaking these wins out. They're a gritty team, and they fought to the end. I mean, Oregon State's not an easy team to beat. I mean, their defense is pretty good, and their offense is not that bad. But still, I mean, Washington, this is a team who, I mean, again, they're in the playoff contention, so we might be expecting them to be playing a lot better. But a team that is playing a lot better, even though Washington took them down, Oregon, they're annihilating fucking Arizona State, 49-13. Again, look at Arizona State. They're 3-8. So yeah. But Bo Nix, are we fucking serious? This motherfucker had 6 touchdowns and 404 yards. And this motherfucker didn't even play in this fourth quarter. Bro had 42 points in the first half. I mean, that's insane. Bo Nix, again, in Heisman conversation. And honestly, he's been a little bit more consistent. Why the fuck does my computer do that, man? He's been a little bit more consistent than Michael Penix recently, and he's been blowing teams out. So the margin of victory is just a lot higher for Oregon now, and their chances are probably going to be a lot better. The thing is, they lost to Washington, so that's the thing that it's stinging them from now. Texas beating Iowa State 2016. I don't know if Texas is going to make it. They could. They have a great offense. Defense is also pretty good, but I don't know if they make it, man. Alabama, I mean, Chattanooga. I mean, you're not going to lose to fucking Chattanooga, right? Alabama, that's never going to happen. Yeah, they got the job done, but they're looking for a bowl game. Alabama ain't making the college football playoffs. Maybe next year. Definitely next year. I mean, next year they're going to do the 8 team. Wait, is it 8 teams or 12 teams? It's 12 teams, right? 12 team. CFP college. Yeah, it's 12 teams, right? Next year? Yeah, it's 12 teams instead of I thought it was 8 teams for a second. No, yeah. So next season, if you don't know, there's going to be a 12-team playoff bracket. So usually it's 4, right? So 2 semifinal games and obviously the championship. So now starting next season, it's going to be 12 teams making the playoffs. So things are going to be dicey. So pretty much all the teams that we talked about right now, Texas, Alabama, Oregon, Mizzou, fucking Louisville this season, they're number 10 right now. They would all make the playoffs next year. But of course, only 4 can make it this year for the last, Final Four college football playoff bracket, right? But it should be interesting next season. I'm super excited for that. That's going to be one of the better changes recently in the college football. I mean, having more teams in the playoffs should be more interesting. And I mean, every team would have to play 3 games at least, or not every team. But the championship winning team would have to play 3 games at least. Kind of like in the NFL, you have to win 3 or 4 games. You have to play at least 3 or 4 games to win a Super Bowl, right? Fuck it. Not, instead of 2 games, give me 4. Give me 4. Why not? Double it. Double it. And of course, more money. So why not? Yeah, Mizzou takes care of business against Florida. Miami, I mean, they actually made it close against Louisville, but of course we couldn't get the job done. Penn State beats Rutgers. Ole Miss beats Monroe. Oklahoma gets the job done. LSU gets the job done. Iowa. Arizona beats Utah. Notre Dame gets the win against Wake Forest. Clemson. Kansas State. Oklahoma State. Blah, blah, blah. Michigan State. They beat Indiana. Texas A&M get the job done. Navy wins. Liberty still undefeated. UTEP loses to Middle Tennessee. Appalachian State, they take down James Madison, man. James Madison, they were 10-0, and then their perfect season comes to an end here, losing 26-23 in overtime. Man, bro, that sucks, man. They had College Game Day, the broadcast, ESPN, Pat McAfee. They had they had the whole College Game Day crew over there, and all that just to fucking go down with an L. Yeah, that sucks. Virginia gets to win against Duke, and all the other games that no one fucking watched. Oh, USC. They're gonna be in a bowl game, but man, yeah, what a fall off for USC. I feel like they kind of just gave up, man. After that Notre Dame game where they got smoked and Caleb Williams looked like a human being, the USC has looked terrible, bro, and their defense was absolute dog shit this year. Oh my goodness, man. Those 7 wins was because Caleb Williams was throwing fucking 7 touchdown passes every single game. But if not, it would have been absolutely atrocious, man. I guess he was just carrying this team. He just carried this team to as many wins as he possibly could. FIU 4-7. My goodness, what the fuck? Yeah, that's that. Okay, so week 13 coming up this week. We have some games on Friday though. And there's gonna be a bunch of games on Friday. Right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's gonna be Miami playing Boston College, TCU, Oklahoma. Let me see if we're recording still. Yes, we're still recording. Mizzou, Arkansas, Texas, Penn State, Michigan State, Oregon State, and Oregon. Yeah, no. This game though, man, everyone's gonna be watching this game. Ohio State and Michigan. We're ready for it. We're fucking ready for it. I'm excited for this one. We're gonna see who's the best out of it. I'm gonna say Ohio State's taking the W here. I'm picking Ohio State over Michigan. I'm picking Ohio State. I trust Ohio State a little bit more. I bet their offense is probably gonna be a little bit more explosive. But Michigan's defense is amazing, so it's gonna be hard to see. Colorado, Utah. Oh man, that fucking sucks, dude. Utah is just yeah. No, I mean, ratio 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Sanders. I mean, he's had a great year, man, but that defense is also dog shit, and their O line. There's that they have a terrible fucking O line. Alabama, the Iron Bowl. Alabama, Auburn. That should be exciting. Liberty still going up against a shitty ass team. James Madison again was undefeated. Washington going against Washington State. Florida and Florida State should be fun to watch. Georgia Tech. Georgia is obviously fucking annihilating Georgia Tech. Iowa, Kansas. States. Yeah, Hawaii, UCLA, California. All right, so these are some of the championship game or the title games that have been confirmed already. So we got New Mexico State, Liberty for the Conference USA Bowl. Of course, Pac-12. Washington is waiting for their opponent. It's probably going to be Oregon, but they're choosing between Oregon or Utah, I believe. Or not Utah. It would be Oregon or it has to be Oregon, dude. It has to be Oregon or Washington for the Pac-12. So you'll just have to wait and see. The Big 12 yet to decide. The Mac 12, the Big Mac 12, Miami, Ohio, and then Toledo. The SEC Championship, Georgia, Alabama. This is going to be a fun game. I still have Georgia annihilating, though. I still have Georgia whooping Alabama. Not whooping their ass, but still beating them. Louisville, Florida State. Never would imagine Louisville playing in a fucking ACC championship game because this is the first time they've played in an ACC championship game, by the way. Fun fact. Yeah, that's going to happen. And then Iowa waiting for their opponent in the Big Ten. So again, of course, this is the last like regular season week of college football. Again, there's games on Tuesday, Thursday. Why is there a game on Thursday? Like, what the fuck is Thanksgiving? Like, why are these motherfuckers playing on Thanksgiving? Let them be with their families, man. Why you got Ole Miss in Michigan? Let them be with their families, and let the NFL take over, bro. There's gonna be NFL games on Thursday. No one's gonna be fucking watching this fucking Ole Miss and Michigan State. Come on, or Mississippi State, excuse me. Come on now. I do like that there's games on Friday. There's going to be a bunch of games on Friday. And there's an NFL game on Friday, too. Black Friday is going to be the Dolphins and the Jets. This should be fun to watch, too. Yeah. And then Saturday is going to have a bunch of fun. Super excited for this week of college football. I mean, damn, I cannot believe it. So let's look at the standings. Not the standings, the rankings. So just y'all can see the bigger picture here. Rankings. Not the predictor. The polls. Here we go. So this where you don't give a fuck about this. We care about the AP, the Associated Press, top 25. So we got Georgia. If this would work. Thank you. We got Georgia, we got Ohio State, Michigan, Washington. Wow, at 4? Okay. And then Florida would be a 5. I mean, the official rankings will come out tomorrow. So on Wednesday, I'll probably like just go over it again. But this is what it would look like, right? So right now, they would put Washington over Florida State to make the playoffs, which I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, because Florida State, their level of competition hasn't been amazing, but Washington also has chemists squeaking out wins. I don't know. That's going to be a little bit tough. Texas, Alabama, Louisville, Mizzou, Penn State, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, LSU, Oregon State, Arizona, Notre Dame, Tulane, Kansas State, Iowa, Oklahoma State, Liberty, Toledo. They're still giving James Madison after losing one game, I guess. And then Tennessee in the top 25, huh? Yeah. I mean, the coaches poll, they would still take Florida State over Washington. Not many big changes, obviously. Georgia's still number 1. I mean, again, I do think if Ohio State beats Michigan next week or this week, I think Ohio State should be number 1, and then Georgia number 2, and then Michigan probably be like number 4 or number 5. I don't know. I think Michigan still might make the playoffs even if they lose to Ohio State, but we'll have to see if Washington wins out. We'll see maybe if Florida State wins out. So there's still teams looking in. You know, there's still teams in contention, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for sure. So yeah, that is college football recap. Now let's look at the Grammy nominations. So Grammy nominations, we're still recording, or just double checking. Grammy nominations for 2024. So of course they came out about a week ago. Well, 10 days ago already. 10 days since it's what am I 24 42%. Okay. We still got some batteries. We got some percentage here. Whatever I'm talking about. All right, let's talk about a record of the year. Nominees are right here. What was I made for? Not strong enough. Worship, Flowers, Vampire, Kill Bill, Antihero, On My Mama. So I'm gonna be making my predictions. Might as well just do it now. Record of the year. I might have to give it a Vampire. I'm not gonna lie. Vampire looks like my record of the year to me, man. That's a great lead single for her album for Guts. I actually just got Guts on vinyl today. Just y'all can see it here. See if y'all can see it. Yeah, right here. It looks pretty dope, right? Fuck with it. Fuck with it. Fuck with it. It looks just like the gut. It feels like the cover looks like an alternative cover for Guts. I mean, not for Guts, for Sour, right? But it is an alternative cover for Guts, right? Anyways, Vampire might take it though. If not, they're probably gonna give it to Antihero. Album of the year, The Record, The Age of Pleasure, World Music Radio. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Ave? Or on why do I always never mind. Boulevard, Endless Summer, Vacation, Guts, SOS, or Midnights. For me, I would have to go with either SOS or Guts, or SOS or Guts. I mean, either or. I'll probably give it to Olivia, honestly. Maybe, or you know what? Give it. You know what? If SZA wins Album of the Year, that would be amazing. That would be incredible. I would love to see that. But I'll give it to Olivia if they don't. Song of the Year: Billie Eilish, "Dance the Night," Butterfly and W, Flowers, Vampire, Kill Bill, Antihero. I mean, Dance the Night is an absolute banger. I love it. Vampire again. Kill Bill is an absolute banger as well. But I'll probably have to go Vampire. If they might give it a Billy because they love sucking Billie Eilish's cock. So you know what, they'll just probably give it a Billy as well. Best new artist, it should be Ice Spice. This I'm not even gonna read the rest. It's probably gonna be Ice Spice, whether you like it or not. It's Ice Spice. Sorry. Producer of the year, non-classical. Metro fucking booming. That's all I gotta say. Hit Boy is also up there. Daniel Nigro, Jack Antonoff. They're probably gonna give it to Jack Antonoff because he's Taylor Swift's, producer. So they're probably gonna suck him off for it. But Metro Boomin, come on, we need it. Songwriter, I don't know, whoever wins. Best pop solo performance: Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, Olivia, Taylor Swift, or Billie. The best solo performance I think was Vampire. Out of the list. Honestly, man, Billy, you know what? Billy might take this one. I'm not gonna lie. Vampire is also a close second to me, but I think Miley Cyrus might take it too because Flowers was a huge song this year, man. It was a huge song. Best pop duo group performance. These are not really that much. I never heard this song. I haven't heard Candy Necklace. I haven't heard Thousand Miles. Ghost in the Machine was cool. And then Karma was not even that good. I'm gonna be honest with you. They might give it a fucking Karma, I guess. But that I'll pick Ghost in the Machine because that's the one song that I've actually known and I liked it. Best pop vocal album. Fuck no, we're not giving that shit to Ed Sheeran. Chemistry was good. Endless Summer Vacation was great. They might give it a Guts or they might give it a Taylor Swift. Give me Taylor Swift. They might give it a Taylor Swift. Fuck it. They might give it a T Swift, T Swifty. Just I'll give it. Best dance electronic recording. Give me that James Blake album, Loading. I fuck with that album a lot. I like it. Best pop dance recording. 1:1,000,000, Miracle, Baby Don't Hurt Me, Padam Padam, Rush. I really like Rush, and I also do like Miracle. 1:1,000,000, not crazy on it. Baby Don't Hurt Me, not crazy on it. And then Padam Padam's also a banger, but I'll give me Rush. Give me Rush. I like that one. Best dance electronic music album. Give me that James Blake album. Is a pretty good listen if you haven't heard it. What else do we have? Best rock performance, or not best rock performance, best rock performance, best metal performance. We're just gonna skip. We're just gonna skip the yeah. We're just gonna skip the rock categories. Best alternative music performance. Paramore. Yeah, Paramore. really like their new album. This Is Why. That one's pretty good. So give me Paramore for that one. Best alternative music. Okay. Best R&B performance. Okay. Summer Too Hot. I See You. Back to Love. Kill Bill. How does it make you feel? I like I See You a lot. I'm gonna have to go with Coco Jones to be honest with you. I love it. I like that song. One of my favorite songs of the year. Best traditional R&B performance: Simple, Lucky, Good Morning, Love Language. I like Love Language. Very underrated from the SOS. Love that song. Hollywood, also pretty good. Simple. I don't think I haven't heard that Simple song with Babyface featuring Coco. I haven't heard that one, but I'll give it to SZA. Why not? Best R&B song: I See You. Angel got a nomination from Halle. Halle Bailey got a nomination. That's amazing. Back to Love. Snooze. Snooze is amazing. One of the standout songs for sure from SOS. Amazing. And On My Mama also is pretty good. I really like Angel. I love I See You. Snooze. This is kind of tough. Give me. They might give it a SZA, and if not, give it a Coco. But you know what? Play the fucking wild card here. Give me Halle for Angel. I really like that song too. Give it to me. Best progressive R&B album: Diddy, the Love album. Fuck no. The Age of Pleasure. I wasn't crazy on it. Since I Had a Lover was good, and then SOS. It has to be SOS. It has to be SOS. Best R&B album. This is so weird. How the fuck was SOS not nominated for Best R&B album, but it was nominated for Progressive R&B? Whatever. Best R&B album: Girls Night Out. I Did What I Didn't Tell You. Special Occasion. Soft Life EP or Jaguar 2. I guess Jaguar 2. I guess no. What did I tell you? Coco Jones' new album has to be. I'm gonna check out this new album, Babyface, because I've heard a lot of good things about this new Babyface album, and he got some nominations, so it probably is something good, right? Emily King. I don't know who Emily. Maybe I'll check Emily King out too. Why not? I wasn't crazy on the Summer Walker project though. Yeah. Best rap performance. All right, here we go with the rap categories. Let's get straight to it. Best rap performance: The Hillbillies, Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar, Love Letter, Black Thought, Players, Coil Ray, Rich Flex, Drake and 21, Scientists and Engineers, Killer Mike, Andre, Future, and Ari Allen Kane. Yeah, I mean, if it was for me, this would not even be any of these songs wouldn't even be nominated for best rap performance. I mean, look, I like the Hillbillies. It's a good song. It's fun, catchy, but like best rap performance. I know it's been a slow year for rap, and it wasn't the best, but we've had more songs that stood out than this. Songs off of Utopia, songs off of fucking Gunna's new album. You know what I mean? uh, and a bunch of other albums. Like there's been some good rap performances from other rap albums. Scientists Engineers, I could respect it. Rich Flex, they're counting albums from last year that came out late last year, like in November and shit. So yeah, I guess you could put Rich Flex. Players is cool, but like no. And I haven't heard Love Letter by Black Thought, so I don't know. For me, I would probably pick Scientists Engineers because it's a great song. I still have to revisit that Killer Mike album because I heard it once, but I really just don't remember much of the album. So I'm gonna go with Rich Flex because for me that's the better. That's the one that I listen to the most, and that's the one I kind of fuck with more. So I guess Rich Flex. They might give it a Drake. Best melodic rap performance: Sitting on Top of the World, Attention, Spin About You, All My Life, and Low. Kind of random. Spin About You is the pick for the Her Loss. You could put Jumbotron Ship Hoppin' as well. That one's pretty good. Even Hours in Silence. Hours in Silence is pretty good. I guess Spin About You, since it had a fucking like music video and shit, they probably snuck it out more, I guess. Whatever, man. Yeah. All My Life, I kind of expected that to be nominated. Attention by Doja is also pretty good. I might have to give it to Attention, to be honest with you. I kind of like this song over all of these. And then Low, I do like that song though. SZA rapping, and then Travis Scott with the ad libs. I kind of fuck with it. You know what? If they don't give it to SZA, give it to Doja. Fuck it. Best rap song. We got Attention. We got Rich Flex. We got Scientists Engineers. We got Just Wanna Rock. And we got Barbie World. Barbie World for best rap song? come on, man. Like, are we serious? Barbie World is not even. It's not a good song. It's not a good song. Why is this for best rap song? My goodness. Um, Just Wanna Rock. I guess. You know what? Fair enough. I probably wouldn't put it nominated on my own, but it's I wouldn't mind the option. Rich Flex, I guess Rich Flex, dude. I don't know. Probably, bro. If they don't give it a Drake, then just give it a Killer Mike because Andre 3000 is on it, features on it. I mean, it's an amazing song, right? And that's the only song I really remember from the album. I have to listen to the rest of it though. Best rap album now. We got Her Loss, we got Michael, we got Heroes and Villains, King's Disease 3, and Utopia. Now, this is a pretty stacked category. Stack of nominations right here. I like all these albums. Again, gotta re-listen to that Michael album. But Her Loss got it on the board, on the wall. Heroes and Villains got it on the wall. King's Disease 3 got it on the wall. Utopia, I'm gonna have it on the wall when the year ends. Like, trust me, man. All these albums have been phenomenal. I really like all these albums. I have some of these on vinyl already. I have the Heroes and Villains and the Her Loss album on, or not Her Loss, the King's Disease 3 album on vinyl. So like, I gotta get Utopia on vinyl though. I definitely gotta get Utopia and Her Loss on vinyl for sure. But for me, look, Travis got robbed last time around, man, with Astroworld. Like Mac Miller got robbed. Pusha T got robbed. Like all those fucking artists who were nominated for Best Rap Album in 2019, they all lost to fucking Cardi B. They lost to fucking Cardi B. And Travis is the only guy here that got nominated again. Pusha T's not on here, so Mac Miller, rest in peace. God rest. May God be with him forever. He's not on here, so of course, like Travis he has to take it, man. I'm sorry. I like Drake's Her Loss. Trust me. You don't gotta tell me I fucking love that album. I probably love that album more than you do, right? Same thing with Heroes and Villains. My goodness. Do I gotta talk about it? King's Disease 3. I literally heard that shit yesterday. Still hitting to this day. Utopia, man. Utopia has to win it, man. Like, please give it to fucking Travis. Give it to Travis. Please. I want Travis with that Grammy so bad, man. Drake has, he's gonna probably get other Grammys for the other categories. Metro, it would be cool if Metro won best rap album. But against Utopia, it's kind of neck and neck. I'm not gonna say Utopia wipes Heroes and Villains, but I wouldn't be mad if Metro win it though. I wouldn't be mad though. But for me, I would pick Travis. And then King's Disease 3, I like it. I really like it. But compared to Utopia, I ain't taking it. And compared to Heroes and Villains, I probably ain't taking it either. So yeah, I'll have to give it to Utopia. That's my vote for best rap album. Sorry, I like. He needs to. He got to take it, man. They better stop fucking playing with him. Any other categories here that really are that I really want to check out? I guess no. Country, Americana, roots. Let me see if I see any artists that I'm like recognize or anything. Nothing here. Gospel. Nope. Nothing interesting here. Oh, best música urbana album, Karol G, Juan Alejandro, and Tiny. Give me Karol G, obviously. I mean, that's probably gonna give it to Karol G anyways. Best African music. Oh, Water got nominated for a Grammy. That's cool. Rush by Ari Star was pretty good too. Give me, I guess, Water. I guess that was a huge song this year. And the remix just came out with Travis Scott. It also slaps. Best comedy album. All right, all these like whatever. Best music video. Count Me Out. That I guess whatever. Producer of the year. All right, yeah, those are the nominations, guys. All right, let's talk about it. Football. Let's recap the games real quick from week 10, week 9, and week 10. Recapping all the games. Jesus, it's been a fucking minute. My goodness, man. It's been a fucking fat minute, brother. All right. But anyways, we got We got the Steelers beating the Titans. Yes, 20-16. That was that. Wait, hold on. Let me not do this because I have to go back to every single game. No, let's just do this here. Let's go week 9, and we're just gonna do this like this. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so yeah, the Steelers beat the Titans. Oh, okay. We're week 9. We're gonna catch up to date. Um, the last time I recorded an episode was during the Dolphins Chiefs game, which ended up being a Chiefs W, 21-14. Dolphins still can't beat a good team. All I gotta say. Vikings beat the Falcons 31-28. Good job, Vikings. The passionate season has started with this game. Again, Joshua Dobbs coming in the game, not even barely knowing the goddamn playbook, and gets the win against the Falcons. Great job. Ravens demolished the Seattle Seahawks. Demolished the Seahawks. It's not even fucking funny. Um, yeah, it's not even fucking funny. It's just shut up. What is this? All right. Sorry. Ravens, yeah, they get the job done. Browns annihilate the Cardinals. Cardinals fucking couldn't even get like 60 yards in this game of offense. Pitiful. Packers get the job done against the Rams. Matthew Stafford was hurt in this game. Brent Riken was cut after the game because why would you want him on your team? Yeah, the Packers get a pretty easy dub. Buccaneers Texans was an offensive shootout, and CJ Stroud came in with all fucking weapons, shooting from all fucking cylinders, man. This man was out of his fucking mind. He played amazing. He played amazing. He played amazing. He had the best rookie performance ever, like offensive for a quarterback. My goodness, he had like 470 yards and like 5 touchdowns. Ridiculous, man. Just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Insane. CJ Stroud doing this as a fucking rookie, leading this team to a potential playoff hunt. Like, this is insane. They're in the playoff hunt. The Houston Texans have a winning record, and they're in the playoff hunt as of week 11. Like, what the fuck? No, who expected this? Who expected this? Patriots are ass juice, and they lose to the Commanders. Not much to say there. The Saints are not that great, but they beat the Bears, who are also ass juice. Panthers are the ass juice of all ass juices. 27-13 L to the Colts. 2 pick sixes. Unfucking believable. The Giants, pitiful, losing to the Raiders. This is Antonio Pierce's first game as a head coach after firing Josh McDaniels. And they were smoking cigars in the locker room because now they realize that the cancer is out of the system. So now they're starting brand new, looking nice, looking fresh. Then we got the Cowboys getting the loss, taking the L. But it was close. It was too close of a game for the Eagles. I didn't watch the last inning of the last inning, the last fourth quarter of the game because it did get pretty intense. And I was also busy. But Eagles get the job done. That's all I needed. The Bengals get the job done against the Bills. They looked pretty good. Joe Burrow looked amazing in this game. And the Bills, what the fuck happened here? The Chargers, pitiful ass offense, actually looked amazing in this one. Justin Herbert and the offense looked pretty good. But they also played against a shitty Jets offense. Yeah, the 6 points is the max that they can do. So yeah, that was Neek. That was week 9. Week 9 recap. So now let's go to week 10. Talk about the Thursday night football game. What a fucking snooze fest that was. Holy crap. I fell asleep during the first 5 minutes of the game, and I woke up at like 1 in the morning. That fucking pitiful. My goodness. Yeah, Bears win against the Panthers. Yay, whatever. This, oh my goodness. And I thought the Thursday night football game was fucking terrible. This was an absolute fucking snooze fest. My God, I woke up at 9:30 in the morning and this was the last international game of the season. We had to end it with a fucking Bailey Zappi interception. That was just terrible, by the way. It just looked so bad. The Colts, light work against the Patriots, and their offense was not great, but defense did their thing against a pitiful ass Patriots offense. My goodness. The Browns get a gritty and offensive and also defensive battle. I mean, it was a high scoring game, but the defenses for the Ravens and the Browns, they put up points. Both offense and defense were able to put up points here. But the Browns, man, they're a fucking crafty team and their defense is serious. The Ravens, they almost got the job done. So you can't really blame the Ravens too much on this one, but it was a crazy game back and forth. One of the best games of the season, in my opinion, for sure. Texans Bengals. This was also a pretty good game, offensive battle as well. CJ Stroud had a good game. Joe Burrow keeping it locked in. I mean, he played great. Just looked great. The Niners annihilating the Jaguars, 34-3. Wasn't even close. Jacksonville, my goodness. Everybody on the offense came back. They finally brought Trent Williams. They finally brought Deebo Samuel back. And well, look at that. Oh, they scored 34 points and only allowed 3 points. Yep, the 49ers are back. When they got the Avengers and their whole roster, just playing at their best, they're not going to lose games. When they're healthy, they're not losing games. So you got all your weapons back, Brock Purdy. You're not going to fucking throw 2 interceptions and look like you're not going to look like Mr. Irrelevant. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the 49ers. It's simple math. You get all your boys and they're not hurt. And if you don't commit any turnovers, you're going to win games because your defense is not going to allow more than like fucking 10 points max. And your offense is going to put up at least 28 or 30 every game. So, it's simple math right there. That's the 49ers formula of success right there. When you get all your guys, it's going to be pretty easy. Despite whoever they fucking play. Because the Jaguars are a good team. Their offense is great, but my goodness, was it great here? Absolutely not. The Vikings get another crafty win with Joshua Dobbs, his second game as the new Vikings head coach after Kirk Cousins unfortunately went down with a season-ending shoulder injury, I believe. I believe it was a shoulder injury, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, so Kirk Cousins obviously out for the remainder of the year. Still, Justin Jefferson is still not out there playing, coming back from injury, hopefully in the next couple weeks. But the Vikings have a winning record. They're 6-4. So, hey, they haven't given up all hope yet. The Saints 5-5. They got to figure things out though. Packers, Steelers get the job done against the Packers, 23-19. We're figuring things out now. The Steelers somehow offensively they don't do nothing, but guess what? The defense is that fucking good. That defense is ridiculous. When that defense is putting so much pressure, they're playing out of their fucking mind. It's out of control. The whole AFC North, their defenses have been amazing. The Bengals, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Browns, like that division, their defenses are just some of the best defenses in the entire fucking league. So they've been able to provide. Packers offensively kind of struggled a bit in the first half. Second half, they kind of stepped up a bit, but couldn't do much against this one. Buccaneers offensively looks pretty good. They look pretty good in this one. Titans. Will Levis had a great game the week prior and then just kind of looked pitiful the next week. So, yeah. Titans are still not great, guys. I thought Will Levis was going to be amazing. He's still going to make his rookie mistakes. That first game set a high impression off the rip because first game he came out swinging, and obviously he hasn't really topped anything. He hasn't really done much since, but there's still time. The Titans, maybe it's not completely over, but if y'all thinking of the playoffs, it's also kind of like, whoa, buddy, I don't even think that's part of your realm, right? Let's not think about the playoffs, but let's think of maybe 7 wins, maybe 6. We can get there. We're going to be a middle of the bunch team, I guess. We'll see. The Falcons lose to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray comes back his first game since Last game of the season last year, or at least like one of the last games of last season. That was a hard sentence to say. Um, and he comes back and takes down the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons. They're Desmond Ritter at quarterback, Taylor Heineke at quarterback. It doesn't really seem much is going to get done. But hey, they're 4-6. They're still not technically out of it, so there's still not much to say. The Lions win in a shootout, 7-2. There's 7-2 guys, and they win this game 41-38 in a fucking shootout. Offensively, both teams were cooking with gas. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, this was also one of the best games of the season if you're just talking about points and points and points and points and points. My God. I mean, it was a shootout. I mean, Keenan Allen had a day. Justin Herbert had a pretty good game. Jared Goff looked incredible, bro. Holy shit. It was an amazing performance for both teams. But of course, defense, non-existent. So it was very weird. Both teams just didn't do much off defensively, but hey, we got a shootout. The NFL wants more of this, so we got a good game in this one. But the Lions get the job done against the Chargers. This was a Sunday night football game, believe it or not. Or actually, what was it? This wasn't a Sunday night football game. I'm sorry. I was thinking of week one. My bad. This was not a Sunday night football game. But the Giants got annihilated by the Cowboys, 49-17 again. It was 40 something. It was 40-0 in week one, and they lose 49-17. Yep, the Giants, pitiful. Absolutely fucking pitiful. I mean, they scored 17 points. That's impressive. That's improvement, I guess. The Seahawks win in a close battle against the Commanders, 29-26. It was a close game. The Commanders almost had them at the end, but the Seahawks win it in a game-winning field goal to remove the lead or remove the tie and take the lead. So that was a big game for the Seahawks. They got the win. They're 6-3. The Raiders get a pretty scrappy game against the Jets. Both offenses didn't look amazing, but the Raiders got the job done in the end, 16-12, get the win. And then the Broncos, they defeat the Bills on Monday Night Football. I mean, the Bills offensively looked kind of sluggish. Again, Josh Allen with these goddamn turnovers. Josh Allen, you're going to get your fucking fans a heart attack. And just, my goodness, all these goddamn turnovers is just ridiculous, man. It's just absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. When the Bills are just committing all these turnovers, they're not going to be on the winning side of things. When they avoid little mistakes like this, then the Bills are a good team and Super Bowl contenders. But if not, man, Josh Allen making it look a little too rough for him out there, man. He's just, I don't know, man. A lot of times he's just kind of just saying fuck it. Someone's out there to catch that motherfucker. He just lets it fly, I guess. But it was so weird, man. It was so weird to see him let go. There's just not much to say, man. There's just not much to say. I don't know. Should I wait till Wednesday to recap all the week? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to recap all the games. I mean, let me talk about the Thursday night football game though. I'll talk about the Thursday night football game. Yeah. I'll talk about all the Sunday games and the Monday night game that I'm watching now on Wednesday. So for next episode, I'll recap week 11. And then I'll do my list for top players of the week because I haven't finished that up yet. So yeah, week 9 and week 10. And now the Thursday night football game that we had, Bengals Ravens. So the Ravens get the job done against the Bengals 34-20. Joe Burrow unfortunately got hurt in the second quarter in this game, and it didn't look great. Unfortunately, he is out for the remainder of the season. The Bengals are 5-5. It sucks, man. Sucks that Joe Burrow is not going to be playing all season long, man. I had the Bengals win the Super Bowl. I had Joe Burrow winning MVP. That's going all in the dumps. That's going all in the dumps. The Bengals, are they going to even make the playoffs in this stacked ass AFC North division? No. Their season's done. I'm sorry. Who is their quarterback now? Browning? Who the fuck is their quarterback now? Who the fuck even is their quarterback now? Who the fuck even is their Jake Browning. This man right here This dude right here is gonna be the savior for the Bengals for the rest of the season. Yep, they're done. They're absolutely done for, man. I'm sorry, man. They're just fucking done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Let me look at the remaining schedule, man. Like they got the Steelers, which is gonna be a tough game. The Jaguars could be hefty, and this is a Monday night football game as well. Colts, they can win that one. Vikings gonna be tough. Steelers gonna be tough. Chiefs, really tough. Browns gonna be tough. Yep, their season's done. Out of the next, what, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, they might win like two. If they win 3 games, I'll be surprised. If they win 8 games this season, amazing. They're 5-5 right now. They're not done, they're not out of it, but they are still last in the division. I believe they have a bye week this week. No, they don't have a bye week this week because all teams play this week in week 12. Um, but yeah, it just didn't look good. Oh yeah, right now I'm watching the Monday Night Football game. The Eagles have the ball. They're down 17-14. Um, I have the Chiefs winning this game though. So I want to see. I want the. I mean, it's a rainy game, so not much offense going on. A lot of turnovers in this one. Yeah. Oh, as you can see here, you see Kevin Byard got his first touchdown. Not his first touchdown. Fuck. His first interception as a Philadelphia Eagle after getting him from the Tennessee Titans. And of course, what better quarterback to pick off than fucking Patrick Mahomes himself? So yeah, that is week 10 and week 9 and week 10 NFL recap. Again, I'll recap all the Sunday games and the Monday Night Football game of week 11 on Wednesday. And then I'll also do the top 20 I also look at the standings, the current standings, the playoff picture. I also make my top 5 players of the week, top 5 teams, power rankings. I'll do all that on Wednesday. But finally, to end things off, I'm gonna do at least 3 album reviews, and then that's how we're gonna end the episode off. So let me stop the bullshit and let's get straight to it. So let's start off with um Set It Off. Set It Off, Offset's new album. Set It Off, as you can see here, I have it on my Spotify here. 21 songs, exactly 1 hour long. It came out October 13th, 2023. So it came out already a month and a half. So it's been some time already. But I fuck with this album a lot, man. This album is great. I've been listening to it. It's been on my rotation. Whoa, that is a touchdown Eagles. Oh shit. Oh wait, he was short. Oh, that was a fucking throw. Whoa. All right, the Eagles are in the red zone. I thought that was a touchdown. That was an absolute fucking heave to Devontae Smith. Ooh, wait, where was he? Didn't he catch in the end zone? Oh, never mind. He was just down, just short of the goal line. Okay. He's at the 1. They're at the 1. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I wonder what they're gonna do. The QB sneak, and of course, the brotherly shove, the most unstoppable move in the NFL. They go in. Oh, there's a flag. Wait, hold on. Let's see if they score here. Hold on. I'll go back to the album in a second. Let's see if they score here. There's a flag. There's 6:20 left in the game. Let me turn on the volume because I have it. I have it on. Oh, offsides on the defense. That's it. The penalty decline. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. All right, the Eagles take the lead, motherfuckers. It's 20-17. All right, it's a ball game now. The Eagles take the lead. Jalen Hurts with a rushing touchdown from the brotherly shove. Of course. Okay, back to Set It Off. Back to Set It Off. From Offset. Um, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty consistent track list. I'm a big fan of this album. The album cover, it looks fucking amazing. It's just him like, floating around. Looks like there was an explosion. And like it's kind of cool because like wherever if you turn it upside down, it's like it looks like it's like half space. Like the bottom of the cover is like space, and then Also, it's like just houses on fire and it's just exploding from it. It looks fucking dope, and it also looks a lot like the heroes versus villains, like the fire theme on it. Looks pretty cool to me. But yeah, let's go track by track here. 21 songs. It was again a hefty listen with the amount of tracks, but for it to be an hour long and not to be that like it felt like it didn't feel like 21 songs. It would have felt like a lot longer, but it didn't feel that bad to me. It low key was pretty good. It was a pretty good listen. On the River, pretty good sample. I like the single. Say My Grace with Travis Scott was an absolute banger, one of the best bangers of the year. Fuck with this song a lot. It's been on my rotation for sure. Worth It with Don Toliver, an absolute cool melodic rap performance for Don Toliver. Love the hook on it. Offset's verses were pretty good, sweet, smooth. Broad Day with Future, cool banger with Future. Fuck with it. I like the beat a lot. Fan was an absolute banger. Love the beat. Love his verses, his flow. Of course, Offset's flow is incredible. Freaky with Cardi B. To be honest with you, I don't hate the song. I mean, I can listen to it. It's not my favorite off the album, but it's not a song that I would instantly skip just because Cardi B's on it. But yeah, you know what? It's actually a tolerable song. A tolerable song. Again, it's about freaky shit. What did you much expect, right? But it ain't terrible. Hop at the Van. This one kind of grew on me because at first I was like, what is he doing with the hop at the van? I shoot the hop. I'm like, is that Offset? Like, why does he sound like that? His vocal inflections are kind of weird, but they grew on me. It's a banger, not gonna lie. Don't You Lie. Good rap performance here. Love this flow here. I fuck with it. I'm on. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was kind of sleepy at first, but it's a pretty good song now I'm talking about it. Big Dog, short as hell. I think it's a pretty good song. I like that one. Night Vision, one of the catchiest songs. That Metro Boomin beat slaps. Fire song. Skyami with Mango Fu. Pretty good song. Not that bad. Dissolve, I like this song. It's pretty underrated. I like the cricket noises in the background. The beat sounds very like nighttime and shit. Fine as Could Be with Lotto. Not gonna lie, Lotto did her thing. Lotto did her thing on this song. She snapped. She had a pretty good verse. Buzz My Watch. I like the guitar, and the beat production behind it was pretty good. Dope Boy with Young Nudie was also pretty good. It was kind of refreshing as well. Princess Cut with Chloe. It's catchy, I'm not gonna lie. And Chloe's verse was kind of cool. I like Chloe's music, they were pretty captivating here. Jealousy with Cardi B. It was a single already. This one not that bad. Honestly like this one over Freaky, so I fuck with it. Blame It on Set, hard ass beat, just coming in viciously with the flows. Hard ass song. One of the most underrated songs off the great. Upside Down. This is also pretty good, but it's kind of short. It feels like an interlude song to me, kind of. And then Healthy is the outro, and it's pretty like I don't know. It's like a very good melodic singing s performance, and it feels very like an outro type of vibe. I fuck with it, man. This album is pretty consistent for it to be 21 songs and still make it to be an hour, and it didn't feel like a drag of a listen. I fuck with it, man. I think this is definitely Offset's best album. I haven't really given that much Quavo's album, that Rocket Power. I've only heard it once. Like that's it. I haven't gone back to it. I still have to go back to it to see if I can really give it a better review to it because I still haven't reviewed the album either because I just haven't listened to it like that. Well, this album I've had it in rotation. I've heard this album like at least 8 times already, but yeah, like this album out of 10, I'll give it like an 8, like an 8.5 or something. Like it's a, well, 8.5 kind of it's an 8.5. Like it's a good album. It's consistent. The only skips here that I like, if I'm really nitpicking and like, picky, I'm like, I don't want to listen to it. Maybe I'll skip Jealousy, Freaky, um, and I'm on pretty much. But like all the other songs, I'll listen to it. Like I really like this album. It's a consistent track list. I like this album a lot. I fuck with it. I fuck with this album. Offset, you did your thing. I'm proud of you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better, man. I know it's been tough year, but he killed it on this album. He killed it on this album. Next album that I also want to talk about Heaven knows. Pinkpantheress. Pinkpantheress. She dropped November 10th, 2023. So just a couple weeks ago. Um, yeah, 12, 13 tracks, 34 minutes, 14 seconds. So Heaven knows, Pinkpantheress. I've been listening to it again. I've heard this album maybe like 3 or 4 times, but I know the track list already, so I can talk about it. So again, 13 songs. Let's go song by song. So with Another Life featuring Rema, love the production behind it. Pretty smooth, silky. I love it. Truth Romance, love the production. But look, I mean, I'm gonna kind of say the same thing. I love the production. I don't know. Her sound is very unique. Her sound is very different. You know, there's no other artist that sounds like Pink Pantheress to me. So of course, like hearing this is kind of like, whoa. I mean, it's like a breath of fresh air, right? And a lot of the production is like very R&B, but there's a blend of pop. There's a blend of like other shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's a bunch of different types of pop elements and R&B elements, but it's so different. You know, it's so different. I really fuck with it. Mosquito is one of the best singles of the year, in my opinion. I think it's a great song, and it stands out on the track list as well. The Isle, catchy, and I love like the movie dancey beat. It's super groovy. Nice to Meet You with Central C. It has like a Disney Channel kind of beat, I guess in a good way. It doesn't sound too much. Central C's verse is cool. I'm not crazy on it, but like it doesn't ruin the song for me. It's not bad. Bury Me with Kalila, pretty good, underrated song. Internet Baby, the interlude was good. Ophelia, pretty good as well. Feel Complete, Blue, Feelings, they all kind of have like a similar sound to it. Yeah, the production on every song, the production is definitely not a low point on this album. The production on every single song is up to par, so I don't have a problem with any song on the production standpoint. Vocals as well, she kills it. The only songs I wouldn't really listen to like that, maybe, I guess Boys a Liar, because I've already heard it too many times. Boys a Liar Part 2, it's still a banger though. I still love Boys a Liar. It is the with Ice Spice, the Part 2 with Ice Spice. I still fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie. Feel Complete is also really good. Ophelia, I mean, is probably the one song I'd probably be like, I won't listen to it like that all the time. But I mean, 13 songs. I'm listening to all 13. I'm not skipping any songs out of here. So just like the Offset album, I'll probably also give it like a I'll probably give it like a 8.7, 8.6, 8 point, yeah, something like that, 8.5. Yeah. I like this album a lot too. I think this is definitely gonna be definitely in my top 50 list of the year for sure. Same with the Offset album. I feel like those two right there knock it out the park. Pretty good listens. I fucked with a lot. I fucked with a lot for sure. Okay, which albums did I not talk about? Okay, so Trippy. Okay, there's a bunch of albums, man. Goddamn. Some of them I don't even know which ones I already did. I'll check in a second. But the last one I will do that I've had in my rotation, and then I've already kind of like know the track list a little bit. Okay, I was gonna do the Bad Bunny album, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give this Bad Bunny one more fucking chance. Okay, all I'm gonna say, I'm not crazy on the Bad Bunny album. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not crazy on it, but I'm gonna give it one whole listen, every song, one more time to see exactly how much I could really get it. But not really crazy on the whole album in general. There's definitely some bangers on it, but I'll review it maybe on the next episode, maybe even on the Friday episode. We'll see. But I gotta give this album another full re-listen. A Great Chaos. There's still songs that I mean, this album has grown on me. I will talk about that and I will review it a little bit more. But um it grew on me. At first I was like the production's hard, but like I'm not crazy on Ken Carson like that, so like I guess it's not gonna be good. But I'll talk more about that Great Chaos Ken Carson album later. But I'm not reviewing it. The West Side Gun album. I'm not crazy on this album, but I will talk about it again because again I gotta do a full re-listen, which is gonna be kind of painful because a lot of these songs I'm not crazy on. But we'll see, we'll see. All right, I think that's it for the most part. I'll talk more albums. Don't worry, don't worry. But that is it for today's episode. It is Monday night. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in this Eagles Chiefs game. We'll see if the Eagles get the job done. They have the ball right now, so let's see if they could score. Get some more points on the board. Maybe Kansas City comes back. We'll see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this episode. I will be back on Wednesday for another episode. More content on the way, more football content, more music, of course, other shit coming up, more reaction videos coming up. I have some reaction videos that I will be uploading soon. That will be coming at some point. I promise. So yeah, just that. What else? Yeah, just follow my YouTube channel, the Versalility Podcast. Of course, more videos coming soon. Again, the podcasts are also on YouTube, so it's not just on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. It's also on YouTube as well. I'll be uploading this soon enough. See you guys in a bit. Take care, and peace out, my friends.